Hello and welcome. I'm AfroSmurph, and this is my channel. If you like more content like this, by all means, stick around, because there's more where that came from. Hello everybody, and welcome to this episode of Remote. Well, basically, we're heading to Australia for 20. We have 2 races left, and well, we're trying to keep Lando Norris and the other McLarens at bay while also R&D. That's not that great because McLaren third on the grid as far as paper pace. We're somewhere in the back of the middle, so it's gonna be a tough task. But with that being said, I'll see you guys at qualifying.
All right, everybody, here we go. 5 red lights, they're out, and away we go in a very wet, very rainy Australian Grand Prix. Here we go with a shaky start, not the greatest. We lose a little bit of positions. We wiggle about, looking, well, a little bit squirmy as we touch the grass as we try to go around the outside and then fight up the inside of Sebastian Vettel. We make the move stick just a little bit. As, well, our race engineer tells us that we have a little bit of wear on the MGU8, so we're just going to carry on. It's raining, so it should be okay. It's not like we're going to be going very fast. As we go 2 wide to 3 wide, as we force Carlos Sainz out again as we continue more battles with Ferrari, as we look up to fight Perez coming into the next turn. The problem with it is Perez is the guy we're fighting, and we need a lot of that acclaim, as that's the hardest thing to come by, but for right now, we're just trying not to crash. I mean, it's raining in Australia. Who would have thought? But for the second to last race of the season, well, what can we do? Put our head down in Australia and, well, see if we can pass a Red Bull or 2. heading into the the brake zone. It doesn't seem like we're losing a lot of time to Perez, if any. Matter of fact, we're actually keeping up quite well if we can make this pass coming out of this straight under lap 2. But we won't have DRS throughout this entire race. As you can see that there's still too much rain as we try and make the dive on the inside. And can we make it stick? Just a little bit as we go around the outside of Perez and we force him to dive in behind us as we look to chase after Pierre Gasly now. As we hit the brakes, we have Sergio Perez behind us within the DRS zone. Not that it matters, as he taps our outside wheel trying to make the pass, but not quite close enough. And here we go, Sergio Perez looking to make a move down the inside. Can he make the move stick? Not quite. Not quite. So we're going to continue on as we look to chase after Gasly again, and just hopefully he's pushed back enough to where Carlos Sainz is going to actually attack him more than he's going to attack me. But it's the rain, and we never know what's going to happen considering my skills. And as you can see, as we head on to the start-finish straight, we're looking to chase after Pierre Gasly some more as we start again to gain time, actually, on Sergio Perez as he's still within 1 second. The rain falls, the car slides a little bit here and there, but we got to continue to keep the pressure on as we look to chase down Gasly. See if we can force him into some mistakes. Maybe it's likely, maybe it's not, but we'll find out because we've got 12 more laps of this race and considerable amounts of rain to contend with, and I don't think it's going away anytime soon. Sergio Perez inching closer, now within 4/10. We hit the braking zone and we come around into the straight-ish. Sergio Perez doesn't look like he's going to attack us, but he's still, if we make a mistake, he's right there to attack, to capitalize on it. So all we can do now is keep our heads down, keep our eyes off the mirrors, and just drive our race. As we look to catch up to Pierre Gasly, we're coming around, and as we're coming onto the start-finish straight, we look to get the power down and see if we can hold it well enough to at least make a move and pressurize him into the braking zone of the first turn. It doesn't look like we're gaining any time on him, so we're not going to look to make a move yet. So we're going to just hold down and be patient and try and stay close enough to capitalize on any mistakes. But as I inch closer to the AlphaTauri, the sister team of the Red Bull, we have Sergio Perez behind us, but he's inching closer and closer, just as I am to Pierre Gasly. Leclerc kind of leaving us a little bit, but more importantly, Carlos Sainz is keeping up with Sergio Perez. The question now is, what happens if Carlos Sainz passes him? Is he going to attack us? Are we going to have the tire wear to keep this as a one-stop race? Who knows? But all I know is that we're going to keep going till the wheels fall off, or my MGUH books out on us. As you can see in the top right corner, it is red, so we really know. We're still not close enough to make a move on Gasly as he gets us out of the straight. He gets the power down. We get a little drifty, but can we keep up with Gasly? It's not looking likely as we continue to get a lot of wheel spin coming onto the start-finish straight, and Perez is still close enough to attack, so we have to keep our wits about us. Otherwise, we're going to end up losing a position, maybe two, if all goes, well, not according to plan. As you can see, the spray continues, not making up really any time. Sergio Perez bearing down on us, 7/10 behind us, as we're 6/10 behind Gasly. Making up time, but not quite as much as I would like, as we don't have a pit stage, but we do need to stay in attack mode. Otherwise, what are we racing for? This is Australia. This is a Grand Prix, and, well, everything's to play for. I'm not in contention for the championship, but I do need as many constructors points as I can get. As we look to make a move, here we go. Down the inside, easy does it. Gasly couldn't hold us off as we had the pace, and looks like he's now under attack by Sergio Perez, so all we can do is just put our pedal to the metal and, well, keep out of Sergio Perez's view, because, well, that's our main rival, and like I said, he's the guy we need to keep ahead of. Otherwise, well, we lose a lot of acclaim, and that's the right now is going into year 2. We're going to need as much as we can get, because who knows who our next driver is going to be, as we do have to re-sign somebody or sign a new person. And again, if you guys want to help me out with that, if you have any ideas on who I should sign, please put them in the comments below. I'd be happy to at least consider your thoughts. This is our team. We're a Smurf gang. So
Robert is out of the race.
As we just get the indication that Robert Schwartzman, our teammate, is out of the race. So what do? But, well, carry our team like we've been doing all season. Set green sectors as we have been doing, and, well, hopefully catch up to Charles Leclerc, who's 2 seconds ahead of us. But at the same time, it's not going to be easy.
Gap to car in front is 2.3 seconds.
Almost tapped the wall. We're gonna keep coming around. Gasly's looking to keep up pace with us, but I cut the corner just a little bit, and he's not able to keep up with us through there. So we get the power down as we look to chase Charles Leclerc, just barely in our view. But again, not enough speed. We still have Leclerc up there. We still have Ricciardo up there. So we're not quite in striking range of either of them, but Gasly is also not in striking range of us as Leclerc rounds the corner and we are going to head into the final start-finish straight. As we hit a yellow flag, as you can see our teammate Robert Schwartzman right there on the side of your screen. Unfortunately, he had an engine issue or something of that nature, and he's out of the session, so all we can do is carry on. No safety car, but he's not off the track. So as I guess the FIA says, well, he's not in a dangerous spot and continue racing, even though it's wet. As we continue to set green sectors, Gasly falling behind as we continue to chase after Leclerc. Although we are gaining time to Leclerc. He's now only 1.6 ahead of us, more or less, as he looks to get in the dirty air of Ricciardo. So if they can fight, we have an opportunity to take some positions. However, his lap says 7 out of 15, so we only have 8 laps to go, as Gasly looks to be starting to be under attack from Perez. So looks like that's going to be another position sooner than later for Sergio Perez, and not a good look for us in the terms of our rivalry with him. We're now only 1.2 seconds behind as we're slowly catching Leclerc. Tick, tick, tick as the time keeps going. We need to get closer and closer as we need to make a pass, because, again, Ferrari and McLaren are the people who are really in our championship fight as far as the constructors go. It's not for first place. Don't get me wrong. We're not Verstappen. We're not Hamilton in a Mercedes. We're AfroSmurph Racing with a Mercedes engine. As you get the radio call from Jeff, our engineer, telling us that to manage our tires. So all I want to do is just chase after Leclerc. We got a pass to make, and we're within a second, and actually, well, I'm not sure, 0.6 seconds. So 0.6 seconds ahead of us. All we have to do is catch him, get just enough speed to catch him in the braking zone and be confident enough to hit him in the braking zone at the right time to make the pass. Around the inside, around the outside, not sure yet, but we're getting closer, ever closer. Because after him is Danny Ricciardo. As we hit the brakes, we're so close, so close. Get a little wheel spin coming out of that turn on the exit. Trying to keep up. Leclerc is fast. It's one thing to catch him, but a whole other mission to make the pass as we go a little squirrely into that turn, but make it stick. We're all right. Still a little wet as our wheels touch the grass. Not quite close enough as we come around the final couple of corners to turn into lap 9. We gotta get the power down, because if we can't get him in the braking or in the power phase of this straight, well, we're gonna have trouble catching him in the braking zone. So here we go. Power down, foot to the metal, foot down. Here we go. Easy on the brakes, not to go too wide and keep the traction. Still not quite close enough to make any kind of moves on him, but we just need to stay in his mirror, let him know we're there, see if we can pressure him to mistake, as we're really close now. Get the power down, little wiggle as we try to make that left-hand turn. Easy on the curb, little wiggle as we take the right. Now we're just trying to get the power down and, well, hold it together, because it gets very slick through here. And as Jeff has just told us, we're going to have rain for a while, so we're going to have to pass on track. Keep the tires within temperatures and keep Leclerc within our sights. The attack should be on shortly, as we are still within 1 second of them. As we hit the easy left-right, try to put the power down. Still not quite close enough to make a move, but we're closer still. As we peek at his mirrors and hit the brakes. Come out of the turn ever so much closer, but still not quite close enough to make any moves. We try to get the power down, go a little wide, swinging it. Easy on the brakes, almost tap him in the gearbox. Let him know we're here. Say hello to our front wing as we get the power down. Easy does it. See if we can make a pass here. We don't quite have the speed, but we are setting good times as we are still keeping up with Leclerc as we look to make a pass sooner rather than later. Still not quite close enough, but Danny Ricciardo is also significantly closer. So maybe I can get 2. Maybe I can get into the top 5. But for now, Leclerc is in our sights, and that's who we're going for. With Gasly and Perez more than 2 seconds behind us, I'm not too worried as we catch Leclerc. We're still within a second, more or less, but we're not within tack range. Nice little wiggle as we again attempt a little dummy move just to say hello, Charles. We're still here as we get close, so much closer to the bumper, within inches. We come around the right-hand turn, see if I can get the power down, hold the car together, and hopefully, well, make a pass at the end of the straight. But it doesn't look likely as we still don't have enough pace to make the move as AlphaTauri and the Red Bull of Sergio Perez and Pierre Gasly move back. Closer still, but not quite close enough, as we're still coming into the section where it's a little twisty turny and we need to keep our foot in it, but we put our foot too much and we definitely spin as we again hit the brakes into this right left. Make sure to roll on the throttle, otherwise you're going to have too much wheel spin. Too much wheel spin means no forward momentum. No forward momentum means we can't pass Charles Leclerc. So the closer we get, the bolder we must be. Still, we're close. We're right on his bumper, almost pushing him through the turn. We go on the inside, hit the brakes, round the inside, nice and easy. Easy does it. And that is how you take a top 6 position. Now, with Danny Ricciardo in our sights, we're 2 seconds behind. Will we be able to make up enough time in the next 4 laps to, 1, keep Charles Leclerc at bay and chase after Danny Ricciardo? Not sure we can do both, but at the very least, we're keeping this position because we earned it. We made that move fair and square, unlike the last time. A nice little bit of wheel spin. We're all right. We come out of the corner, pedal down. Danny Ricciardo is, well, just under 1 second. Let's see, 3 laps to go. It may be possible, long shot, but it's possible. And with 5 laps of fuel remaining, I can literally drive as hard as I want. Sounds like what he just said. So, let's see if we can turn these green sectors into a move made on Danny Ricciardo, the Honey Badger himself at his home Grand Prix.
Imagine, if you will, sitting down to your morning coffee, turning on your home computer to read the day's newspaper. Well, it's not as far-fetched as you may seem. In fact, both local San Francisco papers are investing a lot of money to try and get a service.
Now, Danny Ricciardo is 1.6 seconds ahead of us. So, it doesn't seem like we're close enough to make a move, but we are gaining a lot of time in between me and Charles Leclerc. So, will that be enough, though? Because I have a feeling that he's going to try and make a move sooner rather than later, because once he does, we may not be able to do anything to fend him off. And so, again, like I said, we chased after Danny Ricciardo to come onto the start-finish straight, get the power down, but again, not quite good enough. We again hit the braking zone far too early to make any moves happen. So, on to lap 13, we continue in second place. Easy on the brakes as we're within 1 second of Danny Ricciardo. And in 2 laps, it's looking plausible that I can actually make a move into the top 5 on Danny Ricciardo. However, again, like I said, we do have to actually pass Danny Ricciardo, and that's a tall task. My car, definitely not on the capability as Danny Rick's, nor is my experience. So we're going to see how this plays out. So with 4 laps of fuel remaining, I can't turn it up. It's against the rules and regulations. However, I can put the pedal to the metal and, well, hope for the best. Again, easy on the brakes as we look to keep gaining time on Danny Ricciardo. We're now within 8 tenths. So, can we keep up? I think so, but can we pass is a whole other question. With only 1 race to go in the season, well, it's all coming down to this. We have to put on a good showing for our sponsors, for our acclaim, for all that kind of stuff. So, not yet time to make a move on Danny Ricciardo, and not close enough. However, there will be a straight where we can make a move, and that's it. However, things changes. This is racing, and there's rain, so I wouldn't get my hopes up. All right, lap 14. Still not quite close enough. We're within 7 tenths of Danny Ricciardo. Can we make the pass? We have 1.5 laps to go, but Danny Ricciardo is significantly faster right now as he's increased his lead back up to over 1 second. That's nowhere near enough time, especially without DRS, to make up any kind of time, and let alone in the rain. So in rain. So we're gonna have to definitely kill him on the brakes and the exits. And, well, just overall performances. We're so close to him, within 5 tenths. Half a second away as we're nose to tail almost. There's barely a car length between us as we get the power on just a little bit early to see if we can keep up with him. Make the corner as tight as possible. Stay in his tail. Power down, power down, power down, power down. Can we make a move here onto the final lap? Or lap 14? Yeah, final lap, as I thought. Can we make a move into this turn? No, not quite. We're not quite close enough. With no DRS, there's no way we get enough speed from that far back. However, we're still close enough to make a move. Danny Ricciardo does have to hit the brakes into this right-hand turn. Can I sneak it in underneath him? Oh, as I almost hit the back of his car. Just let us know. Give him a little tap. Let him know that we're still there as we, again, invade his mirrors. Make him drive all over the track. Make him use all the tires as we, again, continue going to the brake zone. We hit the right-hander than the left. It's right there for the taking. Lap 15, the final lap. If we're not bold, well, we're not going to get any kind of respect. So we may have to take a dive bomb, but a legit dive bomb nonetheless. As we get the power down heading into the next straight, sort of straight. We're still not quite close enough. It's 8/10. She's just that fast. So, with that said, Danny Ricciardo, well done, sir. But I'm going to have to take that position from you as we take it in the braking zone right down the inside on the final lap, lap 15. Danny Ricciardo didn't cover it off well enough as I take the position on the final lap with only just half a lap to spare, if that. We were in Sector 3, and that move was made as we were looking to cross the finish line, coming around the final 2 turns. Oh, actually, matter of fact, that was the finish line. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you watching. My name is AfroSmurph. If you like what you see, please feel free to comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'd appreciate it. Share it. Thanks, Smurf Gang. Appreciate you. Peace.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.